Hey, good evening, Map here, Map Investments. So let's do a video. I did a video on cryptos. Now let's just touch on the general markets. Um, we had stocks. Um, they were pretty flat across the board today. We had a lot of earnings today, over 300, and tomorrow over 300. Bonds right now at 148 on the 10-year. So rates are down a little bit. Oil at 82. Nat gas about 542, almost 550. Gold hits another high as central banks strike dovish tone. And silver at 2450. Copper almost at 450. Cryptos are going bonkers. I just did a video on that. If you want some crypto perspective, you could just look at the prior video that I talk about Loop Ring and some other coins. The futures are red, so we shall see what happens tomorrow in the open. And Asia, right now, Nikkei shows up 0.23%. In the news, investors are piling into infrastructure stocks after House passes Biden plan. PayPal issues the disappointing revenue forecast, announces Venmo deal with, I think it was it Google? PayPal shifting away from eBay, and just announced a new deal with Amazon, with Amazon. This Goldman portfolio of stocks with pricing power beat at market in October. New York's incoming mayor says crypto should be taught in. Roblox shares soars. So I did good on this one. I have an 85-100 call debit spread, so I'm going to try and close that out for as much as I can. I got time because this is in December, so I don't really need to do much. Tesla, I think, was down. Down almost 5%. Elon says he's selling 10% of his stock. AMC, I think, was down after hours from the regular session. It was down $2 to 43. It was at 45. What else? They lifted the travel ban, so maybe airlines will get a bump. I don't know, maybe about cruise lines as well. Bitcoin ATMs can be a huge fraud target. That was on Shepherd also now. So this guy, Tony Dwyer, sees a record breakout running through year end. More Goodyear workers than expected retired during COVID, adding to labor challenges. Josh Brown says you don't have to be a genius to do well in this market. You can pretty much throw a dart at anything and it goes up. Incredible. I mean, there's a lot of bulls. I'm set up pretty net short at the moment and delta-wise in my portfolio. Because when you look at the market, go to my little... I like this little chart. Stockchart.com. I like the way they lay out the charts and stuff. I mean, we've had a pretty significant run up on the daily. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just up, 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 up. We went basically from 430 in a straight line to 470 pretty much. RSI is at 77, which is overbought conditions. I mean, at some point you got to be a contrarian. I am at this moment. I don't want to be buying with an RSI of 70 plus. That's just me. I mean, if you look, every time it hits that top line on this top part here, we get a sell-off. Over here, almost hit it, sold off. Here, pretty much cruised along, little dip. But every time it gets up there, I mean, that's pretty overbought. I mean, MACDs are like crazy. You gotta have some revision to the mean here. Dow Jones, the DIA, basically from 340 to 364 in a straight line. I mean, that's crazy. QQQs, the NASDAQ, same thing. We got a little red candle there today, but it's ludicrous. RSI at 77. I mean, you got to be a contrarian at some point. I mean, that's just me. I really don't have a lot of positions right now. I mean, I just don't. I'm net short. Call me crazy. We can go look at the futures. Obviously, I've taken some pain on my shorts, but I'm still holding them. I've taken some drawdowns. That's fine. Let's go to futures. So we have, let's start with the dollar. And the dollar's pretty flat. Over 94. Foreign currencies are all pretty flat to the downside. Bitcoin, 68K almost. Incredible. Oil at 82, which I touched on the CNBC app. S&P down 11.5. Gold flat. I mean, in gold, gold has been going up in the last couple of days. I mean, it went straight up from like 1760, 1770 to like, I didn't see it at 1830, but I mean, it's usually when gold's going up like that, there's trouble brewing, because that is the true safe haven. For me, that's the most stable asset in the world. Meat prices, feeders 160, cattle 132. Meat prices continue to be high. Hogs have picked up a little bit to 76 cents. Small caps down 8, which is the Russell. 9 now. NASDAQ down 35 to 16, a little bit under 16.3. Dow Jones 82 down at 36.2 plus. Platinum, palladium, I always get that wrong. Palladium and platinum. Wow, the Rangers scored another goal. So I don't know if you guys know, but the Panthers are undefeated, 10-0, and a tie, I think. And the Rangers are just pounding them. I think it's 3 or 4-0. And I don't watch hockey, but I was reading the news. I couldn't believe they were undefeated. So I decided to put it on. So the first game I watched, they're probably going to lose. Well, we got the Heat at 9 p.m. against Denver. So palladium and platinum, pretty flat. Natural gas, I touched upon, 550 almost. Silver, I touched upon. We have the VIX up at, so yes, 3-0 in the second, 7 minutes for the Panthers losing. VIX up a little bit. Corn's been pretty steady, and so has wheat. Soybeans have gotten decimated. And if you get some consolidation, gotta take a look at them. Maybe might be worth to take a stab here on the beans under $12. Might be worth it. I'll have to read some more news on it. The 30-year and 10-year are up, meaning rates are down, which is ZN and ZB. And that's pretty much it on the futures. On the order front today, during my break from work, not very active. Sold my tail rate call for a little gain because it was about to expire, so I took the bump up and got rid of it. Did a trade in skills long. So the put credit spread in Peloton's been pretty beat up. Went double long AMD, EVGO, QuantumScape, NEG, Lucid, TripAdvisor, I think, shit the bed for earnings, so that might be, we'll see what happens when it opens. Might be a little loss. I did it for a 65-cent credit. The trade. Actually, no. Did it for 65, and I bought. So I did it for about 15-cent credit. I bought a car. I thought maybe with travel they would pull up a nice earnings, but it was pretty crappy. I got XPEL for earnings and Purple Bed for earnings. Went long Blink and closed out Big Five Sports. So that was today. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 13 trades in the portfolio. Nice day in the portfolio overall. Up 2.8% on the day. And there are my shorts here. They're starting to come to life. We should see there. Anyways, like the video, share it, subscribe, chime in if you have any thoughts or trends. Be happy to collaborate with you and come up with some game plans to make some money. Have a good night, and I'll see you